Hey, Jack. Are you doing the commentary for these guys? Oh, you are! Commentator Jack 879.
I am.
Welcome, Jack.
Thank you.
So what does bad ending entail? I guess you don't save Maria?
Yeah, you don't save your girlfriend. You take a shortcut through the catacombs and just skip straight to Dracula. You don't do the extra parts of the game.
I see. This I know with the PCE engine, the PC Engine version that only released in Japan, that one you have to play through multiple times to get a full complete end. Is that the same with this one?
No, you just have to complete the proper objectives to get
Okay,
the
so
good
there's just
endings.
like the two rooms you have to open with a key or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Just,
Okay. And you don't do that, so forget Maria.
Yeah.
This is canon. That's why she's not in Symphony of the Night in North America. Because we don't save her.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's too bad for them, but it's not going fast. So what you'll see these guys doing a lot is backflipping, and the reason why they do that is because backflipping is the fastest method of moving. You can cancel that backflip by whipping, and that'll also be useful for landing immediately, like before ledges and like gaps in the floor, so you don't fall down. And also hearts. A lot of the time you'll see speedrunners of Casltevania games not grab hearts, because at the very end of a stage, it takes longer for the counter to finish. Uh-oh. Things is recovering from falling down there. You want to grab as many hearts as you can, so you can do item crashes in this game. It does a lot of damage, and they're very useful for killing bosses quickly. Because it just does a lot of damage. The reason why you grab all these hearts is because they transfer per stage, which is a very rare thing to be in a Casltevania game. So you can just collect a ton of hearts and then move on to the future stages and item crash when you need to. Zelgius is coming up on the first boss. This wolf, you can actually kill him in 2 rounds with this item crash. If you time it well enough, he'll be hit 4 times, twice each one, and be finished off pretty quickly like you saw there. Luckily Dingus made it through. He had a couple mess-ups, but I'm glad he got through it. It's good. And of course, the reason why they jump into the orb is to collect it earlier, which is faster, naturally. You see Zelgius canceling his backflips so he can start quickly again, like I mentioned earlier. Coming up on the next screen, Zelgius is going to be doing semi-important deboost. He'll be using a Lance Knight to knock him upwards through the ceiling at a precise spot, so that he actually clips through it. And to manipulate the Lance Knight to get into the proper position for this, you'll see both players wait around a little and try to see. There it is. Good that he got it. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. But he waits there just a little bit so he can make sure he's in the right position. Dingus got it too. The Bat Boss is really notorious for newer runners of the game, because it's very easy to make a mistake and then the 2-round fight just falls apart. But if you can chain enough damage on him in the first round, even if you get hit like Zelgius did, you can still item crash and get rid of him for the second one. Yep, and Dingus got a good fight. It's good. You'll see Zelgius climb these platforms with backflips. That's because it's a little faster to rise with vertically with backflips than jumping straight. And he uses the whip to stop himself short on that ledge. There isn't really much going on in Stage 3 besides typical platforming. Now, coming up for Zelgius, though, there's a very, very, very difficult deboost you can do off this group of bats. He's not going for it because it's a race, but you can boost onto the platform with the stairs that he's going up right now. But the deboost is probably like a frame or two perfect. It's tough. It saves like 8 seconds, I think. 8 or 10. And here's where the bad ending comes in. This is the Catacombs shortcut, so instead of going left and continuing on the good route, he just falls down and goes through these disgusting sewer-like levels. He's picking up the axe for the boss of this level. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Dingus is doing pretty well. He's started out a little bumpy, but he's definitely catching up. This red skeleton is just faster to backflip and boost off him, rather than sit there and try to kill him. Uh-oh. You can boost off these spikes to get a little more distance, but you also run the risk of jumping into a mudman like Zelgius did. So it has its risks, of course. Dingus isn't going to boost off of them for safety. So the stage 4 boss is actually much easier than he looks. You can juggle him with the axes, because each time he gets hit, he'll go left if he's on the right side of you, and he'll jump right if he's on your left. So you can just stun lock him that way. And his second form isn't that bad either. All you do is throw axes at him. Like so. Definitely the hardest boss of this game. There's a deboost you can do right here. Zelgius unfortunately didn't get it, but you can have the red axe guy hit you while you're in the air, and he'll boost you up to the platform. Oh, Dingus got it. That's really good. It saves about 5 seconds. And then this part is entirely luck-based. The flea men, you know, what they do, where they spawn, it's random. So all you have to do is pray that you don't get a bad pattern, but it looks like Dingus got a very bad pattern. And Zelgius is, at the very end, getting a bad one too. There's not much else to this stage besides vertical platforming and making your way to the next boss. Collecting hearts, of course, because you'll need those later. Oh yeah. There is one very important part of this stage. It's another boost off of these Lance guys. Can't believe I forgot. You want them, of course, to hit you again in the right spot, so you can boost to the top left part of the stage and skip going down, going through part of the stage, and then going back up. You'll see them wait here, of course, so that they can scroll all the way left and then hit you. Zelgius got it, that's good. Oh, Dingus. Please. No, Dingus has to go down. And then back up. It's really, really time consuming to reload this level. They were so close too. Just goes to show you, you know, you can get your lead back, or get close to getting the lead, and then one small mistake can completely destroy your base. It's a rough game. So the werewolf is actually also a luck-based boss. You want him to stay on the floor as much as he can, because it's much easier to hit him. What he's doing right now for Zelgius is exactly what you don't want him to do, which is jump all over the walls. Hope Dingus survives this fight. His health is kind of scary. Looks like he's taking this fight safe, just to make sure he doesn't die. Oh, he actually got a much better fight than Zelgius, so that's good. Stage 6 isn't anything special, nothing terribly different than we've seen before. Just a lot of platforming and slight deboosts to make it up platforms. It looks like Zelgius used that item crash on the elevator so that he wouldn't get hit by the Lance Knight, while he would also rise on the platform. That was a pretty good move on his part. Very safe. It's like Dingus opted to save the hearts and just take a hit and get on the platform. Now Zelgius is going to fight the Skull Sorceress. That's actually your girlfriend that you're supposed to save, but we're not saving her. So the axe does a little bit more damage than the cross, which is why you see them keep it for this boss. And as you can probably tell, it's very hard to chain damage on her while also avoiding those eyes. And it's another luck-based boss in that regard. It is possible to toss an axe, like, right at the right height, so that it hits her twice, and then she jumps to the opposite side at that last hit. But it's very difficult to stun lock her like that. Such as just backflips in between the statues. It saves a lot of time killing them. It's pretty cool to see. Looks like he's going the safer option of top route. You can actually use a Medusa head to boost yourself up onto one of these platforms. It's very difficult and risky for a race setting like this. You'll see he has a lot of hearts, so he can toss a lot of axes at Drac. Drac can spawn on any platform, so if he wants to spawn on the far left or far right, he'll do it. He's the source of a lot of pain for runners in this game. Because you want him on your left or right, he can chain axe throws, but since he can be anywhere, often isn't that way. I've seen Dingus lose like 30 seconds on a PB face run just because of this boss. And it could actually make the difference between this race. Dingus. He actually got a really good spawn there. And he got another good spawn! Wow, this is actually very intense right now. I hope you're all as excited as I am. The second phase of this boss isn't actually that bad. You just throw axes and throw axes, and then throw some more. It's obviously the first phase that causes the most grief. And it looks like Zelgius is finishing up first. With a, looks like a high 16, which is pretty good for a race in this game. The record for this game is 1557 by Zelgius. Which is, to be a minute off of that in a very luck-based game is pretty dang good. Even Dingus, he's only about a minute off his PB, so, awesome. I'm glad that they got some pretty good runs with this race. Let's give it up for the runners, right guys? Dingus and Zelgius.
Awesome work, guys. Well done. And thank you, Jack. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Really well done. 17 minutes. Man. Let me tell you, I didn't beat it that fast.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
I spent a lot of time on Dracula. That room full of pits. Why is it full of pits?
Yeah, because he can knock you. He'll spawn right on top of you and then knock you off.
Why is it full of pits? Where is your contractor, Dracula? I need to speak to him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
This place is a travesty. We need this cleaned up right away. Oh man. Man, oh man. That was amazing. Dingus Zelgius. Well done, guys. Well done.
I probably butchered his name. I'm
I've
sorry.
no idea how to pronounce it either. We'll just go with it.
Alright, well, I've got to take my leave. Thank you
All
for
right,
letting me
Jack.
talk.
Thank you so much again for the commentary. It was awesome.
Thanks.
Very much appreciated. You have a wonderful evening.
You too.
And it looks like we've got Gus Mancini up next with Sunset Riders Hard Any Percent. Oh wow. This is a game. I love this game. It is so good. And the Super Nintendo version does a really good job of it's a really good port of the arcade version is what I'm trying to say with like actual English words though.
Yeah, it does look really good. And it looks like Gus is pretty much ready to go too.
Awesome.